You know, I know.
No. This was what, 13? Right? It was 13. Yes, there it is. Number one should be what, Kelsey?
4.
Number one should in fact be 4 square feet. 4. 2, Chase.
4 fourths.
4 fourths. 4 over 4. 3, Lizzie.
A is 1/3.
1/3. 1/3. 4, Riley.
I didn't do B. You didn't do B.
Oh, yeah, but B. What is B supposed to be? 2/3?
Yeah.
B should be 2/3. I really don't have one. I could prove it to you, but it's not in my book. 4, Riley. No, I don't have one in my answers.
1/2.
4 should be 1/2. 5, Zach.
D.
5 is D. 6, Kate.
2 times 2 times 2 times 5.
2 times 2 times 2 times 5. 7, Harper. I'm sorry, what? Less than. 7 should be less than. 8, Joey.
$13.99.
$13.99. 9, Brinley.
$5.94.
$5.94. $5.94. 10, Owen.
0.01.
20.01. 20.01. 11, Molly.
2.66.
2.66. 2.66. 12, Carrie Dixon.
0.0486.
0.0486. Kinley, how about 13?
0.028.
0.028. 0.028. 14, Finn.
1.5.
14 should be 15. 15. 15, Sophia.
1/3.
2 and 1/3. 2 and 1/3. 16, Hadley.
2.5.
16 should be 3.5. 3.5. 17, Gab.
1.58.
1 5/8. 18, Megan.
3 1/3.
18 should be 3 and 1/3. 19, Johnny.
12.
19 should be 8. Should be 8. And number 20, Natalie.
5.
20 should in fact be 5/8. Questions over answers? Don't hand them back yet. Do not hand them back yet. Terry?
For number 1, is it always like when you do area? Is it always?
Area is always squared. We're talking about how many squares. Joey? 4 is 1/2. Brittany?
What was number 7?
7 is less than. Kinley?
What was number 15?
15? 2 1/3. Owen? 8 was $13.99. Yeah.
What was
9 was $5.94. All right, everybody stand up. If the person whose paper you graded missed the problem, number 1, sit down. So like number 1, sit down if they missed number 1. Stand back up. Sit down if they missed, stand up. If they missed number 2, stand up. 3, 4, 5, 6, stand up, 7, stand up, 8, stand up, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, pass them back. All right, sixth grader, this is obviously a number of you missed a bunch of these. This is your opportunity to say, I don't know why I got this right or wrong. Natalie. Riley. Number 4 is on the table, ladies and gentlemen. Number 4. That the diameter of a big circle is 42 feet? All right, so here's the deal. Obviously, when I'm going to tell you the first thing, Riley, draw a circle. Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, and it says the diameter is 42 feet, right? Now, ladies and gentlemen, when you struggle with, they ask you what ratios are, the only thing you have to think about is a ratio is a fraction. So they're asking you the fraction that compares the radius to its diameter. So we already know its diameter, Riley, which is 42. If the diameter is 42, what's the radius? 21. There is your ratio. Unfortunately, it needs to be reduced. What number goes into 14 and 20, or 42 and 21?
7.
Actually, 21 does, but you could do 7. You divide them both by 7, you get 3 over 6. Divide them both by 6, you get. Anytime you have the ratio, the radius is always half the diameter, so that's going to be its ratio. Now, if they were to flip this over and say, what's the ratio of the diameter to the radius, it would actually be 2 over 1. But that's that. Susan.
What was number 12?
Number 12 should have been 0.0486. Kelsey, 20, 20, right 3/4 as an improper fraction. What is 3/4 as an improper fraction, Kelsey? Yep. And then what's it say to do with that? Multiply it by 1/6. Did you?
Yeah.
And what did you get when you multiplied? Now, before you multiply, Chase, always think, because it just makes your life easier. Is there something that cross cancels here? In which case, what would? The 3's. 3 goes into 6, 3 goes into 15. So 3 goes into 6 twice, 3 goes into 5 times. And then nothing else cross cancels, so you multiply across, you get 5 on top, and 8 on said bottom. But, well, even if you don't cross cancel, you'll still get the same answer, because it would have been 15 times 1 over 4 times 6, but then you have to realize that you can reduce that fraction by 3. You don't have to cross cancel, it's just going to make your life tons easier. Molly Martina.
Can you do number
8.
8?
Absolutely. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, tax and tip is always
Multiplication.
Did you? All right. So it's this. It's $12.95 times 8%. Problem is, we don't deal with percents as they are, we need to change them either to fractions or decimals. In this case, you're gonna change it to a decimal. Here's where the second problem comes in. 8% is what is a decimal? 0.08? Did you multiply by 0.08? That's 800, so 12.95. And then the other thing I'm gonna ask you, Molly, before I go through and do all this, is it asks you for the total price, not just the tax. Take the tax and add it to the total price. All right, so here we go, let's do it. Noticing there's 4 decimal places there. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 9 is 72, plus 4 is 76. 16 plus 7 is 23. 8 times 1 plus 2 is 10. 4 decimal places puts the decimal 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. The third place where people get mistaken on this is this. We have $1.03, but there's still more numbers over here. So you have to look at those numbers and figure out, is my tax gonna be $1.03 or $1.04? And what tells me that is this digit over here, we don't have that in money. It's 1,000th of a dollar, but it tells us if this digit gets rounded up or stays the same. If this is bigger than a 4, if it's 5 or bigger, you're gonna add 1 to this. You have to use this for your amount of tax. Did you get that?
I didn't round up.
Okay, and that's probably you were a penny off. Now, see, and you might not think that a penny is a lot, ladies and gentlemen, but if you had a penny for every sales transaction that went on in the United States in one day, it'd probably be equal to $10 million. Because there's a lot. And that's why gas stations and all those people, that's why they'll charge you that extra penny. They're not gonna take that little hit every time. So it's $12.95 plus that $1.04 is where the 99 comes from. $13.90. Susie!
What was number 14?
Oh boy, did somebody mark this wrong again?
Yeah, because they say it's too sloppy and
Well, is it?
a little, but.
Alright, well, that's all you gotta say, Suze. You should definitely tell me it's not too sloppy. 15 is your answer there. Kelsey, will you close that door, please? I mean, Suze, if your stuff doesn't look like 5s. Yes, Sophia. Number 19 should have been 8. You want us to go over 19? Should we look at 19? Let's just talk 19 since we're here. Just so everybody knows what the difference between. What is a vertice? For the test, you should know what a vertice is, you should know what an edge is, and you should know what a face is. Those are the 3 different vocabulary words they have on solids. What is a vertice, Carrie Dixon? Yeah, the points, the corners. And remember, there's corners you can't see here, but you should think of a dice. The sound wave is just moving forward. Okay, how many corners does this have? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but there's also that one in the back that you can't see. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 corners. What is an edge? Edges, Chase, are? Well, kind of. It's like where faces meet. It's like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. But then you have 5, 6, 7, and that one that goes that way you can't see, 8. You got this one, 9, 10, and then 2 back there, 11, 12 that you can't see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the back side, 10, 11, 12, 9, 12, 12. Such good questions, 6th grade. Keep them coming. Sadio, you got something for me? No? Everybody wants a super good grade.
Can you do number 11 then?
It's a good chance. At some point in my life, I've done number 11. Did you line up the decimals? Okay, 7.4 decimals line up there, so it's 4.74, and you have to add that 0 there so you can have something to borrow from. And then what happens here is you have to borrow. This becomes a 10, not a 9. 4 from 10 is 6. Have to borrow again. 7 from 13 is 6. The decimal ends up straight down from where it was, and 4 from 6 is 2.
that right.
Here we go.
Wait, what?
Other ones. Riley, what was yours?
What? 13.
13. What's our rule of decimals there, Riley? This one is you just bring up the decimal. It ends up right here in your answer. 5 doesn't go into 0, ladies and gentlemen. We'll look at this. This is where people go wrong as well. After the decimal, if it doesn't go into it, you have to put a 0 up there too. There needs to be a 0 holding this spot down since 5 did not go into 1. Okay, and then how many times does 5 go into 14? Twice, which is 10. And you have to keep adding zeros until it works out. And 5 goes into 48 times. 0.028. Hopkins.
Number 17.
Oh, bro, I'm guessing that's over here somewhere. Yeah, here somewhere. Kathy, did you line them all up right off the bat?
No, I added 2 and then add.
Alright, so what'd you get when you added these two together?
5.
Probably. So we made common denominators, right? This was 4, this was times 2 times 2. So you do get 5 over 4. Then you have to add 3/8 to that. And what's your common denominator now? 8. This stays 3/8. 4 times 2 is 8. 5 times 2 is 10. Did you get that? And then add those together. It's 13/8. Improper fraction. Divide 8 by 13. It goes 1 time to 5 left over. Well, you're the guy that did it. Gavin, your thoughts? Straight A on that next test tomorrow? 8 on the test tomorrow? An 8? 8 plus? Other questions while I'm here? Nothing? Okay, I then have a test note and just a quiz. 55 for